Small change is a community development way of working, starting to do something small that then sparks change within a community. One idea is, say, a project that Nabeel Hamdi talks about in his book on small change is the bus stop idea. So instead of building the community centre, after you'd spoken to people long enough, you worked out that actually it was an issue of transport into this area. So a small bus stop was made in the centre, and the group that was working on that project then talked with the local authorities to get a new bus route coming through. And actually around this bus route everything started to happen. So lights started to come to the bus stop. Children started to come out of their houses and do their homework because there's lighting and there wasn't lighting in their houses. Then the snack stalls started to come because the kids came, because the parents came. That bus stop starts to become the small change. It's the community centre that's come from a catalyst, which was one idea of actually people didn't need a community centre with four walls and a roof. They needed better transport and they needed, a bus stop.
We're here at the Small Change conference to learn a little bit about a world that we don't know too much about at the moment, inspired by Nabeel Hamdi's work that small change and difference on the ground can be scaled up to have real impact on people's lives.
We've known Nabs and the Small Change programme for some time. He's always felt like part of the family because our project in some ways is a good example. It's a big, enormous thing, but it started from conversations in a pub and traces back to when somebody was looking for somewhere to put their pig. So it's a long story, but we know that very, very small things and small moments can lead to extraordinary change.
For me, it was a perfect example of how art can be empowering.
If you want to do something big, you start with something small, but importantly you start where it counts. In other words, you deliver something practical and immediately tangible that changes people's lives, but with the aspirations that it's the beginning to some longer term initiative, longer term change. And it may be in improving lives, livelihoods, translated into better opportunities, more rights, whatever it might be. So it's full of ambition, but at the same time its starting point is doable, so we don't spend 5 years just talking about ambitions.
You do something and you see what that sparks and then you reflect on that. So instead of the way we often work, which is to know exactly where you're going to go from A to B, actually letting the process and letting other people in the community have an input into what that might be.
Well, the forum really derived out of a need to connect with some of the wonderful initiatives that are going on all around the world. I mean, this is something that we still need to work towards. We want to be able to caption these fantastic initiatives and all that learning that's going on in community and bring it to the wider audience.
It's been a great day, there's lots of thinking, but the principle of small change is do as well as think, and so next thing is we'll have to do some stuff.
There's everybody from the concept down the back.
I mean, I'd already read the book and I've sort of been practicing in this way for a while, but I feel like much more motivated by sharing the ideas with other people and sort of to be more rigorous about the way I do it, really. So it's really helped me, it's really informed the way that I work.
I've really enjoyed that so many people from different backgrounds are here and they're all in a room and they're all talking about what this is and about small change. And people from community artists to people who work in the public sector to academics to people who are just new to community development, and it's just really interesting to have all those people in one place starting to think a little outside the box and push their ideas. So yeah, I think today's been a good catalyst.